Good morning, it's Steve Konwent here, your mortgage guy with Paramount Residential Mortgage. I wanted to put together a quick video today and give you some tips on how to be prepared to buy a house. A couple of tips for you just to make the process more simple, more streamlined, so that by the time you find the house, we can fly through the approval, fly through closing and get you in there on time and make everybody happy. That's our number one goal, to create happy clients. And this is how we do it, by preparing them ahead of time so their transaction can be smooth and as easy as possible. So first thing I want to talk about is funds, money, funds to close. That's one of the first things that has to be dealt with. Where is that money coming from? If you're not doing a zero down loan, you're going to have to come up with some money. And all we need to document that in mortgage lending is 2 months of mortgage statements. And the problem that comes up, not 2 months mortgage statements, 2 months of asset statements. The problem that comes up with a lot of these is that the assets, maybe there's some random deposits. Maybe you had money sitting at home and you threw it into your account, cash that's not traceable. Mortgage lending now requires that all funds are traceable. So we have to be able to source those funds and know where they came from. If it's money from a safe in your house, that's great, the saving money, but unfortunately mortgage lending frowns on that. So big wads of cash being deposited into a bank are a problem. So if you do have that cash, that's okay. Put it in ahead of time. Don't put it in when you've made the purchase contract. Deposit it into the account 60 to 90 days prior to you starting that search process. And the statements that we're going to ask for as a mortgage lender are 60 days old, or 60 days worth of statements. So if your deposit was 90 days ago, we as a lender are not going to see that and not question it, and those funds then are completely usable. So that's one tip, dealing with your assets. If you're depositing money into your account from any other sources verifiable, from payroll, the sale of a vehicle, keep the receipts and keep the title transfer documentation. Any things that you sell that are verifiable, that's all fine. Income from a job, that's fine. And a lot of other sources are available, are allowable as well. But typically if it's cash, that's going to be a problem. So that's number one, is just making sure your funds are narrowed down and tightened up and clean so we can get that through underwriting without question. Number two is your credit. It's never too early to pull your credit, to check it, to have me check it as a mortgage lender, to review it with you. So if there are any issues on it, we can get that fixed without the pressure of having to close in 35 days. We want to do that right up front. So if you're planning on even buying in June this year, it's not too early right now in January, February timeframe to look at your credit and get it reviewed. And then, like I said, if there are any issues, we can fix that without having to race and hope we get it done in time, but we can deal with it now. There is a fact out there that I heard, in 69% of credit reports, there are things that are wrong on most credit reports. So there's a good chance that there is going to be incorrect data on your credit report, and out of the data that's on credit reports is incorrect, a portion of that will actually affect you negatively. A lot of it doesn't matter. It might be a wrong address, it might be a misspelling of your name, it might be an account that's reporting as closed that is actually opened. Some things don't matter, some things do, so it's good to get that checked as soon as possible. Also, income. Getting your income reviewed to see exactly where your approval is going to stand. Can we use your hourly rate wage? Can we use tips that you're getting? Can we use overtime to qualify you? If you're self-employed, we'll need to review your tax returns. So getting all of your income documentation squared away as early as possible is also a big help. These are three big things that come up in most mortgage loans as issues. If there is an issue, it's usually in one of those areas. So those are the things to square up ahead of time. And I want you to call me, and even if you're maybe going to buy next year in 2019, it's not too early to call, and we'll help get you on the track and get you on the road right now to approval, to make that process as easy as possible, as painless as possible. My goal is to create an awesome process for you, the borrower, and agents also, so they can move on to the next transaction and help the next family find their dream home. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, post them below or private message me. I'd love to help you out. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.